Hello, and welcome to this segment of Value Added. I'm your Bernco Assessor, Damian Lara. What most people know about the County Assessor's Office is that we send out a Notice of Value each year in the spring. And what most people should realize is that we also have a number of tax savings programs offered through our office. I thought this would be a really good time to discuss an overview of the many programs our office provides. Joining me is Fabian Montoya, who serves as the Chief Appraiser in our office. Fabian, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Assessor Lara, for having me on the Value Added segment.
I really appreciate you making the time to be here. Fabian, why don't we start with our most common exemption, the head of family exemption?
Okay, so the head of family exemption will exempt $2,000 off of the taxable value on any property that is owned or an owner on record on the deed that we have in our assessment records, and that will be taken off of the taxable value.
And can I put that on any property I want?
Yes, you may, as long as you're owner on record, but it'll only be one exemption nationwide, so you cannot be claiming this on any other property other than one.
Okay, so I get the property of my choosing, but only one, not just in Bernalillo County, not just in New Mexico, but nationwide, I can only have this applied on one property.
Yes, that is correct, Assessor.
Okay. Now, it's called the head of family or the HOF. Do I have to have a family to claim this exemption?
No, as long as you're owner on record and it's not claimed anywhere else, you do qualify.
So I don't necessarily have to have children or a family. I can be a single individual, choose my property.
That is correct. Yes, you can be a single individual and qualify.
What about for our veterans?
So we actually offer two different veteran exemptions. So we could start with the first one, which is a 100% disabled veteran. That would relieve them of 100% of their tax liability, which would also include any PID payment that they have or any other taxing authority within their district.
So if I'm a 100% disabled veteran on my primary residence, I pay zero taxes.
That is correct. It must be applied to the primary residence and only up to 5 acres of that primary residence.
Excellent. And what other veteran exemptions do we have?
So the second one is a $4,000 veteran exemption, and that, of course, would be removed off the taxable value as well. And this exemption can be applied to any property of the veteran's choice.
And what about for our long-time residents?
So we offer a program which is called Value Freeze.
Okay.
And this would be for any individual who is 65 years and older and has a modified gross income to not exceed $41,900 or any disabled owner regardless of age.
And Fabian, I know that a lot of conversations are being had now in the legislature and in Bernalillo County about the lack of affordable housing. Do we have any incentives to increase the availability of affordable housing?
We do. So we actually offer an application through our website and in our office for an affordable housing application, which would be anybody who affiliates their property that they own with, say, like a Section 8 program. And at that point, they'd be charging less than market rent to the individual, but then still gaining that through the program of their choice. So they would still be collecting full market rent and would not have to lower that based on the assistance of other governments or affiliations.
Wow, that's great. So if I'm a landlord, I can continue to receive 100% of fair market rent, but if I affiliate with a federal, state, or county program that reduces the amount of rent that the tenant has to pay, I only get a valuation based on the portion that the tenant actually pays.
Yep, that is correct.
Wow, and that could be a savings of up to 40 or 60% of my property valuation.
Yes, Assessor.
Wow, that is great because I know that we do want to make sure that we have a more affordable housing available in Bernalillo County. Fabian, thank you so much for all of that great information.
Oh, you're very welcome, Assessor Lara, and thank you again for having me on the Value Added segment.
Thank you so much, Fabian. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today. Before we go, I want to remind Bernalillo County business owners to remember to leap past a penalty this year and into potential tax savings by filing your business personal property report by the last day in February, which this year is Leap Day, February 29th. And if you need any help, we're here. The Assessor's Office staff is standing by to answer any and all business personal property equipment questions. You can call our office directly at 505-222-3750 or visit us online at bernco.gov/assessor. And you can find the forms in Spanish and in English. Or drop by in person at 415 Silver Avenue Southwest in downtown Albuquerque. Or email us directly at bpp@bernco.gov, and a member of our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. That's all the time we have for today. So don't forget to get your business personal property report filed by February 29th. I'm your Burn Co-Assessor, Damian Lara, and we'll see you next time on Value Added.